YouTube, what is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out another tutorial. We're gonna cut my son's hair today. I'm starting off removing bulk. Now, I've already kind of sectioned his hair off. I don't care if it's a perfect section. His hair is curly. He's wearing a messy top anyways. I just want to make sure the hair that wants to fall to the sides is falling to the sides, and I'm removing the bulk, getting it prepared for a fade. Now, this fade is going to contour his head. It's going to graduate into a length that's going to connect to his curls on top. Even though it is kind of disconnected, it's gonna look connected, you know what I mean? Above the number 3, we're gonna run a number 4 to remove this little bit of bulk that's left. And notice I'm going straight off the side of his head. I'm not following the round of his head. What I like to do afterwards is go with the grain with that number 4, just to debulk it a little bit more. We're gonna do a design on him. It's summertime, so we get to do a little bit of a more drastic design than we usually do. Usually he gets like we call them the panther claws, but this time we're gonna do an actual line on the side of his head. And it's funny because he was disappointed because he wanted Born a Legend and like the Tomb 45 logo. I'm like, bro, you doing too much. You know your mom ain't going for that. So with the number 3 and my comb, there was still a little bit of a bulk there. I kept the number 3 on. I just used a little bit of clipper over comb action. Probably would have worked better with a clipper comb, but I already had this comb in my hand, and if it'll work, it'll work. All right, so we're making sure this number 3 is even all the way around before we go ahead and start to create the design. And now this is going to be a rough draft of the design. There are 2 lines with a design, the top part and the bottom part. I am not by any means the best at designs, and I used to be a lot better when I did a lot more designs. Like, I got pictures of like doing Goku on the back of somebody's head and stuff like that. And I got like some early tutorials that the design came out pretty dope. But like, if I do a design once every few months, that's a lot. My clients just don't care for them. You know what I mean? So here I'm trying to make kind of like a squared finish here and like open it up a little bit. But I'm careful with my trimmers, and these trimmers I'm using, if you're looking at them like, yo, what are those? They're not out yet. I don't think they come out till next year. These are Babyless trimmers. I believe they're gonna be called like Low Pros or something like that. Maybe might change. I don't know. You know how producing a product can change a bunch. And this trimmer might not even look the same. I don't know when it comes out. Who knows? But right now, it's my go-to. Yeah, and so there's parts of a line that you want to make thicker. Then you would open it up by detailing the bottom line of it to make it look, thicker, and it just kind of gives more of a pop on the actual design. All right, so now that we've created the design, and we're gonna finish it with a razor after the haircut is done. But we got kind of a rough draft here. We're now going to fade to complement the design. I don't necessarily fade first and then do a design. I typically like to do the design first and then fade to complement the design. Y'all let me know what you think about that. If you're a design guy, do you do the opposite or do you do the same? And so I also like to fade down when I'm designing to complement design. That way I can control the gradients a bit. So we did a number 2, but we pretty much did a 1.5 guard up to the line. That contrast between the bald line and the 1.5 really does make that 1.5 look a lot darker than it is. And typically I like to compress the fade underneath a design. So right below that 1.5 guard was a 1. Then you can see the half guard, I'm going up pretty high below where I left off with that. And my son on that iPad, can't survive without it. By the way, guys, we did survive the Category 1 Hurricane Elsa here in Tampa. No lost power, nothing like that. All right, so my clipper, I went close and then I started to open it up to kind of meet into the blend work that we did fading down. Now my clipper's all the way closed again. And then obviously beneath that, we're gonna go with the trimmers. But pretty much the fading is done. We do gotta do some detail work after we clean it up a bit with the razor. But yeah, you can see the fade coming to life. And me personally, I think it's making the design pop, especially after we put the razor on it. And you can see as the curls are kind of falling into the sides, it looks connected. And we're not cutting anything off the top. His hair is really, really long. Probably goes down to his, like if it was straight, probably goes down close to his lip. All right, now we're doing the C cut. And now we can start balding them out. Damn, that's looking pretty clean. I ain't gonna lie. All right, so we've done the left side. Let's go ahead and start to knock out the right side. And because this is a drop fade in the back, I'm really just doing two sides and they're meeting in the middle in the back. Making that face because I think I'm hitting his ear because you only have so much space to work with kids, man, especially when you want a lower drop fade, right? You only got so much space to work with. The faces he was making, yeah. All right, so we're at the half guard area, and at this point that we're at the half guard area, you know you really got to be setting yourself up for that bald line. So in my head, I'm thinking about where is it going to be bald? Do I have enough space to make it bald in that area? You know what I mean? So at this point, you got to really be thinking about stretching the blend out a bit without bringing the fade up too much. So I got my clipper all the way closed now, and I did feel like it was a little too low. So I did go up a little bit higher with the clipper closed, and now I'm opening it up and then going back to that half guard to bring the fade up. Not necessarily bring it up, but stretch it out a bit more. That way it doesn't look too dark and too compressed and not enough of a gradient transition into these darker colors that we're looking for when it comes to a fade. Shout out to my cousin Tito for the beat. If you like these beats, man, you can find out how to get your hands on them. Link in the description below. And guys, just so you know, the Tomb 45 wall batteries are in stock. Tomb 45 pure powder is in stock. Make sure you lock one in, lock two in, lock 15 in for your entire barbershop, and we appreciate the support. Alright, so the blend's coming out pretty clean. And you guys can see how it just met in the back here. And we're gonna use the trimmers to kind of, you know, finalize the blend here in the back. But really, we kind of treated it just like two sides, pretty much. And at this point, I'm detailing. Oh, that's looking pretty good. I'm detailing, but really, I'm kind of cringing right now because, Chris, do the C cup, bro. Do the C cup and then go in detail. See, these are the things that make you a slower barber. And I don't cut hair in the shop like I used to, but I can see where I've lost some of the discipline that I used to have, where that was always a no-go, man, because it adds up. All right, so here I'm just kind of trying to make sure that his curls kind of flow into the sides and into the fringe area. And I just wanted to take some of his curls off of his face without taking length off of the top of so we're gonna add some moisture to the curls and we'll let it air dry while we do the razor. His skin is very sensitive, so I always use shave gel on his C cups. Guys, this is the before. Now check out the after. Yeah, that's clean. Oh yeah, we back. Blurry. Look at my little man. That's my son, by the way. I think I told you guys know that, but hopefully you guys know that by now. But that's my son. So we did use a little bit of enhancement on the razor. On the design, we tried to keep it natural. Put the razor on it to really give that contrast and that pop. And I think the cut came out fresh, man. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you learned something new, please do smash the like button. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. See you on the next video.